Hello all. At the time of recording this, I'm recording it due to the fact that, due to work and such, while I am making time to record videos, I've not got the time to do consistent opening video sections. I had intended to return to such, but due to life and, well, life really, I won't be able to return to those. I hope that you all enjoy the following stuff. I will try and do ones particular to a series that I'm running or such thing like that, or do general ones. This one is for my Mass Effect, and I hope you all enjoy.
Hello all. So, I've taken the time, many hours, to go through and do the, essentially, cheat. We'll call it as it is. It is an exploit. It is, via the loosest definition, cheating. Especially considering the mod in question is most assuredly not intended to work like that. Oh, that was the one that I'd heard about. Okay, so I just got an intel bonus for this. But yeah. Essentially, each time I'd get the money up to as high as it'll go, then head back to the ship and spend the money. Even with the increased spending rate.
Greetings, Commander.
Hello again.
So, shooting range proficiency training. Headshot damage plus 8, weapon damage plus 3. Headshot damage is great for my sniper rifle, but I'm not just headshotting people. So we're off to CIC. 2 quick little stops before we go and do anything else. I can leave you behind! Bye! So yeah, like I said, there was a lot of credits that I gained and much time spent on enter location. Do this. Rinse. Repeat. It was long, it was hard, it was done. I used quick save for the purposes of defining how much for my saving purposes. So we're still at the current save for story progression. Plot mass relay jump. Nope. So we can either go do find ex-Cerberus scientists, or investigate Asari colony, or finally go to the Citadel and hand in some items. So I'm going to go get the last item from here. So we're going to go try Agaoi. And then we're going to go to Masana. So yeah, we'll complete the Masana quest line.
I found something.
Carcosa. Start scanner. Library of Asher. Investigate Asari colony. So this mission is Arak Yakshi. We will be running into Samara and 2 of her daughters, one of which is in the process of bantification, the other of which is running from other sister. And we're going to have to leave some people behind. For this, I want Liara and Garrus. Liara because we're dealing with Asari, and Garrus because he knows Samara. Save and exit. So yeah, everything's at top rank 10 these days. Though I'm still using the M3 Predator, the Blood Pack Punisher 10. I'm sorry. So yeah, the Blood Pack Punisher, the particle rifle, and I've switched to the Black Widow rather than the Widow. It's a tiny little bit less damage, but it's a fraction. It's got a larger magazine. I'm finding my words. But yeah, so it got more bullets. Armor-piercing ammo. There's no space left to upgrade. Confirm.
Do you got any information on the mission, Liara?
I did, and I now understand why High Command wanted to hide it. We're headed to an Ardat Yakshi monastery.
Ardat Yakshi? Like Morinth?
Morinth chose to be a killer. These Ardat Yakshi isolated themselves to avoid that. But it doesn't mean they're harmless. Their urge to feed can be powerful. That's why High Command sent in commandos to investigate the monastery's distress signal.
So what does Asari High Command want us to do?
If there was a chance the Ardat Yakshi could break loose, the commandos were to purge the monastery.
Purge? You mean destroy?
They would have brought heavy explosives with them, yes.
Bombs are not a good option. Is this really
Morinth is
necessary?
dangerous, but are the Ardat Yakshi this big of a threat?
Morinth was just hitting her stride. Ardat Yakshi who kill leave behind astronomical body counts. It's why they can never be free, and why they're such a great source of shame to the Asari. That's why High Command won't rest until this place is destroyed. They'd never risk a single Ardat Yakshi getting loose.
Bombs are a last resort, people.
Don't assume anything. Maybe the Ardat Yakshi sent out the distress call. If the Asari want us to destroy this place, I need to know what happened.
Agreed. Once we give a report to High Command, they'll stop wasting lives here.
Come back! I'm not that desperate. Alright. Whoop. Wrong button. Pick up. Nothing.
My
Examine.
advisor's IR says this shuttle's warm. A recent visitor.
Elevator disabled. To prevent entry or escape, I wonder.
Before anything else, incendiary,
That sound.
disruptor,
There's more than one of them. There.
no, sorry, this one I want disruptor as well, actually. Come on, disruptor ammo. And this one will take on cryo. So yeah, the switch to turning the blood pack gun to disruptor is it's already got an anti-armor attack. So this gives it anti-shield capabilities on top of that. That's the standard message.
What was that?
Stay sharp.
Delay. You won't believe what Yen has managed to smuggle in. A copy of Vanya, latest interceptor in the library. Bring some study work. Reel is forward tonight, so act natural. We'll be by the East Video Banks. This is gonna be so great. See you there. Oh, and delete this once you listen to it. Not like last time.
So yeah, they talk about how an Ardat Yakshi burns out its partner, right? When they do the Asari version of sex.
I heard something. That was me. Sorry.
But, and here's the question. What happens to Ardat Yakshis who do it together? And I'm not trying to be perverse about that. I'm legitimately curious. Would the differences that both of them have equal a safe relationship? I'm not... Like I said, I'm not trying to be weird about it. I am... I know it sounds exactly like what Morinth said to Shepard before killing him, but... It's just me asking the questions that I've not really heard an answer to. Then again, I may be forgetting if it's
Looks like
covered.
we know why the commando teams went silent. This monastery is out of the way. What do the Reapers want with Arda Yakshi? Anything useful?
A floor plan marked with the nav point location of a bomb. It's in some place called the Great Hall.
At least it's no surprise Nuk got to Chunka, but the commandos want this place gone pretty quickly.
It seems a bit drastic.
Arda Yakshi or not, evacuating this place would have saved a lot of lives. If there's no survivors, let's get to the Great Hall and set off that bomb.
Alright, crossing the line. Door open. Like I said, I can't actually remember if it is discussed if there's a bonding, if it does occur between two ardent Yakshis. And it could be in one of the novels that I know are out there, but I've never been able to find a copy of.
Very good. I almost didn't hear you.
Samara,
It has been some time, Shepard. You are a most welcome sight. The corruption here runs deep.
what brings a Justicar out here?
My daughters have lived here for centuries, Garrus. I've come for them. Unfortunately, the Reapers had already infested this place by the time I arrived.
Are your children a threat?
You met me hunting down your other Arda Yakshi daughter. Are these ones just as dangerous?
Valer and Rila have followed the monastery's rules ever since they arrived. They've shown no inclination toward violence.
And you're here to save them.
They are my responsibility. And it's one that cannot be abandoned, even as our galaxy crumbles.
We'll help search. Samara's a good friend. She was very useful, and I owe her. So, yeah, we'll help search.
Let's go together. Maybe your daughters can tell us why the Reapers hit this place.
I suspect they will have much to tell us. It has been centuries since I last saw them. We're out of time. We'll meet again. I will draw these creatures off.
Wait! Let's go.
Alright. Time to loot. Loot. Loot, 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 loot.
My name is Tasha Bori. I wanted bad. Give this to my bondmate, Wishra. Asked her to go to the Citadel and tell Wishra I love her. Tell her. Sorry we fought. I was an idiot. Didn't mean any of it, Wishra. Want you to have everything of mine, okay? Love you. I love you so. My name is Tasha.
Okay, so nothing else.
It's too quiet. Are there any survivors?
This fight didn't last long by the look of it.
It wouldn't. The monastery only had a few guards to protect it, not an army.
So yeah, this is... If you play the basic game, this is your first encounter of a Banshee. AKA, annoying fucking things. But there's worse to deal with. No, it's not. Dude, we've been fighting these for ages now. Oh, that was easy. And this thing still one-shots most of the basic level enemies, so all's good in the acapella hood. Reload. Gotcha. Come on. Where are they?
That used to be a person. An Asari. What have the Reapers done?
What they've done to everyone else. Sorry if you're being grumpy, Liara, but it's no different to what they've done to every other bloody species. Right, just something that's got to be dealt with. Just like we keep putting everything else down. And when I say that, I mean with bullets, not emotionally. Bullets. So this thing's rather nice. Like, it's still powerful enough that most of what I've been doing with the Widow still works.
Mother, you came.
As soon as I was able. Shepard, this is Falere, my youngest. She and her sister Rila are Ardat Yakshi. They have
Mother, they have Rila.
What?
I saw some of those creatures take her into the Great Hall. I've been trying to get there.
What are the Reapers doing here?
Harvesting us. They're turning us into those monsters. Please, you can't let that happen to Rila.
The Ardat Yakshi are innocent.
The Asari thought the Ardat Yakshi were to blame for the attack.
This is our home. Most of us are grateful to be here. The monastery is a place Ardat Yakshi can achieve peace.
Falere speaks truthfully, Shepard. I vouch for her words, with pride.
I believe you.
Then we have to find Rila fast. The Great Hall has a bomb in it.
Bomb? What, didn't you come to rescue people?
We'll try, but we can't leave this place standing, Falere.
You sound like the commandos. They didn't stop to help anyone.
Falere?
I'm sorry. Falere!
The Great Hall. She's looking for Rila.
We'll meet you there.
Please be swift.
Right, so what's around this side?
You'd need a crowbar to pry those doors open. This place was beautiful before the Reapers came.
Jazra, this is Guy. I've blocked extranet access. We don't need the students panicking
Seriously? Usually with a Garrus. Kind of disappointed at that poor marksmanship of mine. Which brings me to you. Well, it looks like I've got the Disciple to upgrade when I finish up. That's a nope to going down there yet. Uh-huh. Back. Confirm. How even touching that removes the mods I've got on my ammo. I hit. That brings me worry about the other Justicars that aren't Samara. You know? Like, yes, there's good people with that much power, but there's also bad people with that much power. One dead, two dead. Where's their fire support? I need to remove it. Pull that. Come on, die! She's gone. Boom. Boom. Sometimes it's hard to tell where the cannibal's head is. They look so similar to the rest of them. Boom. need more bullets. I'm using this very little, but that's because I've got the high power Widow, and there's other options into how I can operate. You know? The weapons I've got make it convenient. It does look kind of beautiful. Precision scope? Okay, I'll take that.
Another dead commando. Was she holding off Reapers or was she left behind?
Commandos work as teams. She would have volunteered to guard this point.
Hope she took some down before she died.
Alright, that's the elevator controls. Utilized. Yeah, they're not getting in through the roof. Medical station. Medical station.
There's our bomb. And Hilaire.
Med kit.
Rila cannot hear us. She's still alive. I know, but I am afraid Rila is not well.
Rila's not one of them yet. She can't be. She just needs to wake up. Rila? Rila, can you hear me? Why did she do that?
Because they've begun to turn her into one of the Reaper's creatures.
I'm sorry. Can we set off that bomb? Not without a detonator. Commandos would have had one. We've got to find it. Later.
Three. Ah. Move, move, move. Work. Reload. Good, do that. That means I can keep dodging. About to say, that's time to heal. Dude. Hey, I'm back to full health. They're back up. Nope. Damn it to hell. Come on, I can do this. Dead. Come on, where are you, where are you, where are you, where are you, there you are. Between us we have enough firepower.
That's the last one.
For now, let's get back to that bomb.
That was annoying.
Flair, go! Take the elevator! Rila, what are you doing? It's too late for me. There are hundreds coming. Just go!
Move!
No! Rila! I love you. Rila! Not your slaves.
Dead man switch.
Rila, there wasn't even time to say goodbye.
Few can break the Reaper's hold. Rila's will was extraordinary, as was her love for you.
We left her to die.
Rila made her choice, and it has reminded me of what is truly important. Why I swore I'd lay down my life.
What is that?
Falair, the code demands an Ardat Yakshi cannot live outside a monastery that no longer exists.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Shepard. By the Justicar's code, there is only one way to save Falair.
Nope.
Mother, no!
Wait
My
for
daughters,
it.
you were all so much stronger than I believed.
Nope.
Let go.
What are you doing?
Fulfilling the code.
By throwing your life away?
I won't kill my last daughter.
You won't have to.
Falair,
I'll stay here. Home. No matter what's become of it.
without a proper monastery,
I could have left any time. I don't need a building to honor my own code. And if the Reapers return, they won't take me alive. I promise.
Then, the code permits you to stay, as you are. Once this war is over, and if I am able, I will visit, as a Justicar should.
You could stay, Samara.
I'd understand if you wanted to help Falair rebuild a home here.
It must wait now that I can help oppose the Reapers. I'll speak with Falair, then join your forces. If you'll have me, of course.
Bitch, please.
The honor is mine.
You're gonna be in charge of one of my Special Forces teams. You are that good.
Everything's taken care of down here. Bring in the shuttle.
Right, Commander. I'll just follow the smoke.
Yeah, I personally, I'd have her in charge of one of my Special Forces teams.
I read your report, Commander. We had no idea the situation had deteriorated so quickly.
That's why I set off the bomb. There were no Ardat Yakshi left.
May the Ardat Yakshi find rest. What the Reapers did to them was monstrous. I had another team of commandos headed to the monastery who I can now formally transfer to Admiral Hackett's command. They'll serve you loyally, Commander. Farewell.
You're a bitch. Alright, so from that we have gained Alliance. Alliance 5th Fleet. Alright, so we had... I don't actually know what the change there is, but something happened. N7 Special Forces, Asari Huntresses. And Asari have gained Asari 2nd Fleet bonus. Samara and the Justicar Order. Industrial and economic support. Minor colonial. Yeah. So we've had some hard losses. Argos Road lost. Minor colonial support. Yeah, we've had some hard hits. But the Alliance is still fighting. Our capabilities, while stretched thin, still step forward.
The Crucible Commander, Dr. Chakras sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the med.
I'm glad they've decided to help the war effort.
Everybody has to fight now, no matter how pretty you are. I learned that the hard way.
Okay, I think I missed a
Commander?
conversation there. Private terminal. No, I'm not going to delete it. There's... Yeah. There's no need to delete it. We're researching them. Whoop-de-doo. The... Protheans were researching Asari, humans, you know. We've got... There's no need to delete it. Alright, I gotta go to the Hourglass Nebula. Terminus systems. Alright, Hourglass Nebula. Enter system. Fly, you fools! Fly! Minas Wasteland, Athena. I'm pretty sure... Okay, there's more that have popped up. Great. Hourglass Nebula, Hourglass Nebula, Hourglass Nebula, Hourglass Nebula. That's Hades Nexus. I swear I've been seeing it around otherwhere. Perseus Veil, Fire Rim, Phoenix Massing, Savian Abyssal, Rosetta Nebula, Pylos Nebula, Homunculus Cluster, Sigurd's Cradle, Valhalla Threshold, Hourglass Nebula. Enter system. There's our target. Right. Shadowbreaker support team. Get the fuck out of dodge. Into system. Mass relay jump. Hourglass, Valhallan, Strike, Crescent, Nemean Alpha, Eagle Nebula, Ismar, Minos, Nimbus. MC, So there's a few that we've done previously but need to be done again.
Signal confirmed.
Chablu. Alliance Frigate Hong Kong. After this particular jump, after this run, I'm going to stop somewhere and buy some fuel. Horsehead Nebula. Fuel depot. Plot mass relay jump. Maroon Sea. We've got a jump to a Vostok and Matano. But Matano has got the is the location I need to go. Cheska. Launching probe. Okay. We have Cerberus Husk research. And the A61X Cerberus Mantis. Enter system. Mass relay. I swear I saw more that had the less than 100%. Pylos Nebula. Chrysori. Which is a long flight. Use none of them, which means it's not there. Ah, that's because there's a
I found something.
strontium mule. Alright, that's another point. And gliding into system. Alright, mass relay jump. Alright, so we're gonna go to here, but we're not gonna do anything here yet. Time to have a look at our journal. So we got Citadel Heating's unit stabilizers. Never came across them. Reaper code fragments. Selene Nebula, Rings of a Loon. Chemical treatment. Turian poison. Athena Nebula, Hesperia period. I've already done that one. Done. Gotten. Alright, so our next thing is I'm going to go to the Ghosts of Antilion, so that's Anos Basin, because that's where Antilion is.
Signal confirmed.
Attack the Solarians. Alright, we came here to stop them. And yet, loyalty and identity is unknown. But we can deal with them after. Huh. So we have either free the Ark or storm the CIC. I'm thinking free the Ark. Send them to the Crucible. Alright, so we've gained some combat forces out of this. So we have two possible options. We can go to the Citadel and drop some stuff off, or we can go to the Minos Wasteland and find ex-Cerberus scientists. I'm thinking of doing that and then do the drop-off. That gives me that ensures if there's anything here, which I can't remember if there is. I've gotten it. Now I can do the drop-off. But if I do the drop off and run around, I can end the episode there. Either which way, I end the episode. If I do this, I end the episode. If I do this, I end the episode. So I might do the Serpent Nebula and the Citadel. Don't shoot me. Enter orbit. Dock. Alliance docks.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
No thanks. We'll start off in our hangar.
Commander.
Viewing deck.
I recovered Prothean data drives from Garva. I'll have them brought here.
Commander Shepard, thank you. I'm sure that'll help with any operation we have going. Thank you again, Commander. I appreciate the assistance.
I've got your briefing, Private. Let's fill you in before the squad arrives. The Alliance is posting us to an Ezo mining facility on Zani. It's a low-gravity planet. Toxic atmosphere.
Alright, next up we have
Sector status.
the holding area. Ooh. James, refugee, Zaid.
Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24, emergency civilian housing.
Do a quick stop in, see Zaid. What's up to you, crazy bastard?
Do you know the current leader
Nope.
of the Suns?
Don't remind me.
don't believe it.
Refugee.
I found a Prothean sphere on Gehinnom. Contact the Alliance and tell them Commander Shepard asked them to pay you for it.
Yes, thank you. I'll call them right now. Ah, shit.
Spectre status recognized.
Citadel embassies.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Hey, Samara.
I hoped you'd come. I won't remain here much longer.
What are you doing on the Citadel, Samara?
I suppose I came to say goodbye. Falair is safe, and Rila is at rest. I felt the need to speak to you before heading to battle. I want you to know there is no one else I'd rather see leading us in our last hours.
Oh, it's not our last battle.
We'll make the galaxy proud. The largest fleet in history is already on our side.
It is impressive. Most would have deemed such an alliance impossible. But Shepard, be sure to assess your force's strengths and weaknesses before setting out.
What are the other Justicars doing for the war?
Most have made it home. They will attempt to hold Thessia. With the odds we face, it's possible our order will no longer exist after this war.
There's that few of you?
Our numbers were never great. We must prepare to sacrifice ourselves, if that is what's required.
Can I say they remind me of the Knights Templar?
Was being a Justicar worth it if that's how it all ends?
The Justicars were formed to bring order to a world that laughs at the notion. The role is solitary. Its demands are lonely and uncompromising, often to the point of pain. But following the code left me with no regrets. Take that for what you will.
What about the Reapers?
You know, I never asked you if your code has anything useful on fighting Reapers.
Treat them as any other enemy. Show no quarter, mercy, or weakness. The only difference is the scale of our foe. The code is too strict to account for such small discrepancies.
Is that how you see it too?
You yourself killed a Reaper on the Citadel, and then another on Tuchanka. I can only follow such bravery.
Thank you.
Will Falair be alright in the monastery? What's left of it?
We spoke for some time. It won't be easy. But if there is a way to survive, Falair will find it. It was good to see her again. Perhaps it's unseemly for a Justicar to dwell so much on her family.
I'm just glad you still have one.
I'm just happy things worked out.
I was fortunate that Falair saw things so clearly. And it would have turned out quite differently without your intervention. Thank you.
Goodbye,
Good luck out there,
Samara.
Samara.
You as well. I don't know if you believe in such things, but Goddess go with you, Shepard. We'll both be tested in fire soon enough.
Nice of her to acknowledge that. Like, yeah, she's highly religious, but Shepard might not be, so politeness dictates that, you know, even though she gives it, she acknowledges that, yes, I do not know if this is your thing.
My wife is just sent back to active duty, and I'm about to get shipped out too. I was told you might be able to help me.
Alright, I'm going to check the Spectre requisitions. Yep, so that's everything here. So next off, we're off to Purgatory.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at ward level Purgatory.
Anyhow, enough about my armor. Let's find the gang and celebrate while I'm still here. Where'd you park?
I took rapid transit.
Come on, you have the fanciest ride on the Citadel. And I saw that new paint job.
I sold it a couple of weeks ago.
What? But you love that car.
I know.
You never shut up about that car.
I know.
You clued in yet? Could not be bothered.
Spectre status
Kyoto Memorial.
now arriving at Puerta Memorial Hospital.
Consultant.
Excuse me. I recovered the rings of Elune. They're waiting in Bay D24.
That's wonderful. Thank you. My people will treat this miraculous find as a call to support their local hospitals. Yes, I'm seeing increased turnout as well. We may actually make it through this war.
Alright, next. Presidium Commons.
Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
Bank Scientist. 2 apartments. Miranda. 4 Courtyard Researcher.
I think I know which project you mean. And I've got a Hesperia period statue in Bay D24.
Commander Shepard, that's excellent news. I'll have it sent to that project right away. Thank you so much for your help. So, what were you able to pull from the inscriptions? Really? Excellent. I knew they'd find something.
So yeah, next up is Miranda at 2, and then we'll go to the Courtyard for number 4. Nope.
Really? And they're already riding the first units into battle. Great.
Door.
I got your message, Miranda. Is this about your sister?
Shepard, I need access to Alliance resources. I can't say any more.
You'll just have to trust me.
What is it?
I don't like secrets, Miranda. Just tell me what's going on.
I can't, Shepard. If that's a problem, I'll go.
Don't. Trust is a little hard to come by right now.
Of course.
I trust you, but...
You'll have your access, Miranda, but I don't like the sound of this.
I know, and thank you. It means a lot.
That's not the only thing you wanted to talk about, is it?
No. I need to tell you something. Confess, really. It's been eating away at me.
Confess?
When I headed the Lazarus Project to rebuild you, I wanted to implant a control chip in you as a safeguard.
I think you mentioned this.
I did. There's more to it. The elusive man stopped me.
Stopped?
Sounds like it would have saved him a lot of trouble.
Maybe. He didn't want to interfere with who you truly were. Something that just obeyed orders. He wanted Commander Shepard. Installing the chip might have ruined you.
You were cautious.
I understand why you wanted to. I was a complete unknown.
I've never had to deal with that many black boxes on a project. I felt blind.
Why bring that up now?
I fought against my father and his need to run every aspect of my life. He wanted total control over me, right down to my bloody DNA. After I got out of there, I couldn't stand by and let it happen to my sister. I risked my life to get her away from all that. Yet I didn't give a second thought to destroying your free will when I had the power.
This is what's been bothering you?
Yes.
Miranda, I lost 2 years of my life. You gave me back the rest of it. You could have changed me in 1,000 different ways, but you didn't. I don't know how. You brought me back.
Thanks. But with so much being uncertain, I just wanted you to know I always regretted wanting that chip.
Thanks, but it's okay.
You can't keep beating yourself up over the past.
I usually don't. But this was important.
Some things you just don't have control over.
Guess my fancy genetics can't help me there.
No, they can't.
Okay. I hate to say it, but I should get moving. Thanks for understanding, Shepard.
Of course. And Miranda, this thing you have to do. Good luck.
Don't worry, Shepard. I always have a plan.
And here's
I've
the last
recovered
one.
the obelisk of Cars. It's waiting for you in Bay D24.
You have it? It's amazing. Thank you, Commander. That's going to help immeasurably with some very sensitive work. How's the translation going? Really? Excellent. Well, hopefully it unlocks more intel from the archive.
Right, and it's time to return to the Citadel. I mean the Normandy. The Normandy. God, I know I do that too often. It's a bad, bad joke. Return to Normandy.
Glad you talked Samara down.
I never thought I'd see her flinch from her duty.
I don't know. On one hand, that code's all she's had to live by for, God, centuries. And the galaxy goes to hell. The old rules don't cut it anymore. I mean, we're cutting some corners, right?
A few.
Well, the Alliance can always court-martial us after we save the galaxy.
Exactly.
Commander?
That's one way to look at it, Joker.
What are you doing, Edie?
Monitoring reports of proton storms and other space weather. With the Reapers attacking the convoy systems, critical warnings may be lost.
How bad are these storms?
If we are warned, not bad. If we are not warned, very bad.
Thanks for the info, Edie.
Commander.
Oh, yes.
Shepard, remember our agreement? We'd open a bottle of cerise brandy every year, and it's my turn to buy.
But it hasn't been a year yet.
Yes, well, something tells me we won't have the chance a few months from now, so indulge my impatience.
Save it for our victory.
Doctor, put that bottle in a safe place. We'll crack it open to celebrate our victory over the Reapers.
I admire your optimism, and I'll look forward to the day we can share it. Till then. So, Udina finally went over the edge. I never really liked the man. Now I know why.
Excellent find, Commander. The information network terminal has been updated.
Alright. Power damage bonus.
Poor Rila. But I'm glad she set off that bomb, Shepard.
You're not upset the monastery was destroyed?
No, not after what I saw. I don't care that they were Ardat Yakshi. To be turned into such creatures, nobody deserves that. Ready for the next mission? Ready for the next mission?
Ooh, someone's fair. Fired up and ready to go.
Everybody was fighting the Rachni, trying to push them back through the relay. Finally, the Krogan were turned loose and stopped them.
I see.
But when the Krogan rebelled, we had to deploy the genophage to stop them. It wasn't the only rebellion. 1,000 years later, the Geth revolted against the Quarians. That was a whole other war. Then along came the humans. My own people tangled with them for a while, and now, to top it all off, we've got the Reapers. What about you?
The Ouroboros fought the Densori. The Endoromai conquered the Banduma, and the Jatil turned against the Shah.
So, I guess nobody really ever gets their act together.
The Sinreal claimed to have found the path to eternal peace.
What happened?
The Ditaka preferred war, wiped them out.
I hope you guys had alcohol. Samara's the kind of soldier we need in this war. Nothing gets in her way. I just hope I'm not in a race of hate. That woman means business. Now it's a mutated Asari. The Reapers are just a giant nightmare factory that never ends. I can only imagine what the Reapers are doing to the Drell. Or the Hanar. Or the Vorcha. This could get a lot worse before it gets better. Good to see you.
After a while, they run out of nightmare fuel.
Some of the crew seem shocked by the monstrosities we have encountered. They haven't seen what the Reapers could corrupt after 100 years. That was our war. Every battle conjured a new nightmare. This human holds such childish views of war. Your species has much to learn. Commander.
It's a brilliant tactic, when you think about it.
But it's evil.
When has that ever mattered in war?
Yeah, but converting other life forms into Reapers? I can't wrap my head around that.
Makes sense to me. It ensures you never run out of cannon fodder. Eliminates any local resistance. And for every soldier you add, your enemy loses two. The one you converted, and his buddy on the other side who can't pull the trigger on a friend.
You sound like you admire them.
Same way I admire a virus or a thresher maw. They've adapted perfectly to their situation.
But the Reapers want to destroy us.
And I have no intention of letting them. But if you don't respect your enemy's capabilities, you're in for one nasty surprise after another.
You tell him.
Hey, Commander. You sure make some unusual friends, Shepard. That is not a side of the Asari I ever want to see. Shepard?
Alright, see, I suppose.
Commander, there's a new message at your private terminal.
Alright. Nope. Even worse, it says your AI then disabled the shields, but on advice from your Turian gunnery officer, you asked her to raise them again to make it a challenge. You then used a Mark III Javelin missile to destroy it, a missile designed to tear apart dreadnoughts. Your pilot then goes on to say, the weapon test was successfully concluded. I understand the reward was dead or alive, but may I remind you that we are at war with Cerberus, and I'm trying to manage a counterintelligence operations against them. Your AI has hacked the databanks, but we needed human intel. We could have interrogated the captain. Instead, you left barely enough debris to know whatever existed. It's just this sheer like, dude, why? Normandy manifest. Crew manifest. Can I upsize yet? Nope. Medical team. Power cooldown and health bonus. Yes. Do. Alright. Equipment manifest. Alright, so amongst our equipment manifest we have the Kodiak, nicknamed the Combat Cockroach, the MO-80, the Krogan Tomka is like fitting that inside our ship is a miracle in and of itself. Grizzly? Right, so I'm thinking for the other option, we're going to take the Dragonfly for now. I don't want the Cerberus Atlas. Alright. You me. Righto, I think that's everything. So, I hope you've all enjoyed the episode. I know I have. Like, subscribe, review, don't. It's all up to you. Adios for now.